Hi, welcome. My name is Nardi. I wanted to do a weekly reflection before I did my weekly Bible talk. Specifically because, we go through our experiences throughout the week, and these experiences that we go through really and truly impacts um, not it impacts the message, but it impacts us in so many different ways, our thought process and how we may handle certain situations. And so I wanted to specifically highlight, just take a time during the, take a time to kind of go over my experience for this past week and how, my conversation is going with God and, some of the things that He had revealed to me before I get into my Bible study. And so, this pretty much reflects my process that I go through. Now, during this past week, I was considering, we have our Prayer in the Park event coming up on this weekend on the 25th. And so, in consideration of that, I was thinking about, the people that support the vision that you have, or people you try to seek out to help build your team in order to execute your vision. And so, as I was thinking about that, I was thinking, Lord, um, who's the right people for us and to get us to where you need us to be. And the first thing that I had to process was that whatever God has given you as a ministry, whatever calling God has given you in your life, whether it is to be a parent to your child or a sister or a daughter or a mom, a father, whatever it is, whatever position He has placed us in, He places us in. He gives us the grace to bear it. He gives us the grace to bear that cross. Not that we don't need the support of other people, which we do. We see that in Christ, that even in His ministry, He sought out people who supported the vision. And so, when I consider that and what God has called me to do and my family and my husband, and for our ministry, I considered, well, Lord, I'm looking for supporters, but if I don't get anybody, what do I do? And so, and I've been thinking about that, I should say, for the past few weeks. And God said, I've graced you to carry on. I've graced you to do what it is I've called you to do. So if that means going out to the park by yourself and praying for the city, I've graced you to do that. And there are going to be times where you're going to have to walk it alone. You're going to have to carry your cross alone. You may have someone there to help you carry the cross on the way, help, take some of the load off. But at the end of the day, you should expect that you're bearing that cross alone. At the end, that you are going to die for that thing. And if it's something that you're not willing to die for, and I'm not necessarily saying a physical death, but if it's something that you're not willing to totally commit to and sacrifice, that no matter what, no matter who supports you, you will do it, you will bear it, then maybe it's something that you shouldn't be doing. And as your number one focus, not that you cannot be a supporter, you can. Not that it's something that you cannot do. It can be something that you do, but you kind of have to understand, is this my life's calling, or is this for this season? And so for me, even in understanding that and processing all of that this week, making up my mind and not looking to people, but looking to God to be the sustainer, for Him to carry me through to the end, because supporters will come and supporters will go. But I have to be able to walk out this vision to the very end. And so on this week, I'm encouraged by that. I'm encouraged that it doesn't take a whole lot of people. It doesn't take me getting the support of everybody. Not that I don't appreciate it, I do. It just takes me trusting God to press forward and to accomplish whatever it is that, or try to accomplish whatever it is that he deems for me to accomplish in this time. And whoever he gives to support this ministry or to support the vision that he has for me, whether it be in my family, whether it be in my business, whether it be in ministry, however long they stay there for, it is for the time that they're deemed to stay there. And however long that, however long the process lasts, that's how long it lasts. And so for me, this is a lifetime commitment. This is a lifetime commitment. Ministry, doing God's work, it's a lifetime commitment. And so in that, I made up my mind, like, Nardia, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if no one bears it with you. You have to keep your eyes on God and know that this is a cross. This is a cause. This is a vision that you have to take hold as your own, and that it is your assignment from God, and that until he says otherwise, until it is accomplished, you will do it to the end. And so I want to encourage you this week. I know this is already 6 minutes, and I want to encourage you, whatever it is that God has given you to do, whatever position he has placed on you, whatever position you're in at the moment, or calling that he has placed in your heart, know how far you want to go with it. I think once you make up your mind, you kind of understand, like, okay, I'm in it to the end, or I'm in it for a season, and that kind of reduces the stress, and it lets you know that, what, if I'm doing this for 2 years, fine, I'm doing it for 2 years, and then I'm done. Like going to school, I know I have 4 years, and so if I go to school for 4 years, my goal is at the end of 4 years it is complete. And so for me, I'm doing this for life. And so however long God allows me to stay on this earth, I understand that I am here to do his will, and I will submit myself, and and whatever it takes for me to accomplish the vision that God has for me, so be it. And so I encourage you, whatever it is that God has for you, that God has directed you to do, make sure that you understand that the support that you're looking for may not be the support that you will get. And that even at the end of the day, if you do not have that support, that you still have the courage, you still have the fortitude to move forward. And so don't look to your left, don't look to your right, but look to the cross. And I promise you that Christ will help you to accomplish what it is that he deems for you to accomplish in your life, if you set your heart and your mind on him. So that's my reflection for the week. God bless.